Oh, and I forgot I wanted to mention another thing, and because I know that there may be some things that may be said about me, and I want to point out one of the incidents that may make me seem like nothing's happening, or I may want to act like something's happening that's not happening. The other day, a man came up, and I thought perhaps he was checking to see if there might be some type of fumes or something in the air, or maybe even seeds in the area, because he had this long piece of paper, and I didn't know whether he was checking areas or air or whatever it was. There was no fumes or anything coming to me at the time. I thought, probably because Miss Dees was there, and that nothing was coming. But okay, there was nothing there when he passed, and I thought perhaps, too, someone may have known that he was coming, so things stopped. Then one of the ladies from IPD came over, who I was also filling whenever that person would come by. I would be getting off an elevator, or getting on. I would see her and have the fumes too, so I wasn't sure. Anyway, she came to look at a plant that was in my aisle in a different cube, and then she walked away, and there was nothing. She came back over there and stood over there for a minute. I got this heavy fume, or more like a gas, because whatever it was, with the fumes, it kind of builds up. With this, it was kind of like a gas or something, and it hit me hard, and the effects of it was immediate, kind of, I believe, because I felt like a pressure in my head and my eyes, and it seems like every time I say something to management or something about the effects of these things, whatever seems to be affecting me more is what I seem to get more. And so with this, I'll probably be getting a lot of gas, or whatever that was. And so it hit me hard, and I had to turn the fan on, and then she left. So I'm thinking, now they want to act as though I'm only turning the fan on. I didn't have the fan on. I had come back from break, and I didn't have anything, and I didn't have the fan on. And so I had to turn it on when she was there. So it may not have been like that, or maybe it wasn't being planned that way, but I know when she came by, I got these heavy fumes that really put a lot of pressure on my head and eyes. And again, it seemed more like a gas. It didn't have a smell to it or anything. And so I turned my fan on. And I thought I didn't want people to assume that that was why I was turning the fan on, and them saying that it was. And I was saying that I mentioned that part about Lori and her saying gas when Susan stated, "What is that?" I had said that with the person that came to my desk who had covered her mouth, because she had gotten some of that sulfur. And she said to me, I told management and security this last time on the report that the person had said, maybe they got that stuff because you losing your manners or something. She said that in jest. So seeing that whatever I say seems to be repeated, or I seem to get more of the fumes or whatever when I say something to management, that's where I thought the gas thing came from my coworker. And then there was this egg thing smell that came up afterwards. But that was not the fumes that we smelled, and I asked her what she, Miss Dees, that she smelled. She said, yeah, I was wondering what that was. Also, I do have a phobia in foods, and I don't eat out. I don't eat out. I eat fast food or restaurants, because I worked at a restaurant, not a big restaurant, and I saw what in like I'm not gonna name places, and I saw what happens to food, and because at one point I didn't have a problem, but I gained a problem when I started working out in these restaurants, seeing what happens to food, what gets into them, what people put in them, if they're mad at somebody. I even had a coach who humored a class with what he did to something that a customer called him a name and what he did. And just throughout time, seeing people do things inappropriate. And at that point, at this point now, I don't really eat out, and I will give money to things that they have at work, but I don't eat at work. And through time, it has gotten worse actually, where I just don't feel comfortable now, because I see more and more things. I mean, like people when they want to serve something and they gotta lick the utensil that they are serving with, or lick their fingers and touch the food they're putting on a plate, or going to have a sandwich made. Someone's playing with a dog and they don't wash their hands and go straight to complete some sandwiches that they're making to passing on. Well, we will eat a lot of stuff, and people like to point out to me, what about this stuff you eat in the store? Then I was explaining, okay, why don't you keep telling me stuff and make me worse? How about leaving that alone? Let me eat something. So, but I do have that food phobia, and I've had situations where I might not be comfortable with some things coming out on me publicly, but hopefully things have changed in my life, that I'm more comfortable with the Lord than what people will say or do, and that's more important to me right now, my position with God. And I know that one of my co-workers I heard say in one of the people I'm mentioning, say that they were playing around, and someone said that they would say something to someone about something that this person or this person and someone else was playing around, and they said, well, that person that you're going to tell, when they hear me say something, they want to believe it, true or not. And I thought at the time, how can you be proud of being a liar? I mean, how can you be proud that, or think it's a good thing that you can tell someone something that's not true and be convincing at it? That's not something that I will be proud of. That's not something that I will boast on, that person's going to believe me. If I tell them, they're going to believe me. That's not something I would be boasting on. That I don't think even before I started feeling real good about being close to the Lord, at least I do feel that. And I hope it doesn't change. I hope it continues to grow. I hope that is something in me that will continue. I mean, it can get so good. You know, the good feelings that you can just cry on. You know, it's like reading the Bible or hearing something, and you know, it's like, man, I didn't know that. It just feels so good. You know, I don't ever want to lose that. And I mean, I've lost a lot of things where the church is concerned, but I do not want to lose what I have right now with God. I don't want to lose that. And that's more important to me than anything else. Again, I hope this is a helpful piece for somebody. And everybody take care. I hope you have a nice, healthy life. And I hope things, if they're going bad for you right now, I hope it change. I hope they change for the better. And everybody take care. Amen.